I haven't unlocked anything, and I have this in mode 5. I'm gonna lift the back wheel and turn the throttle here. Oh my God.
This bike is fast.
A little too fast?
It's never too fast.
How much you weigh?
230.
Dang. Man, I'm really impressed by this suspension, especially this suspension in the back. But yeah, very stable, but I don't think it's so stable where I can ride without my hands on the handlebar. I'm gonna try here. Oh, well, I guess, I have to balance it a bit, but. What's up, y'all? So we received what might be the best, I guess this is like a moped style or like a dirt bike as of 2026. I say that because it has a 1500 watt motor with a 3000 watt peak. It has a 52 volt, 35 amp hour battery, advertised to take you like 60 to 100 miles of charge.
What?
It has full suspension, including a core suspension in the back. This may be one of the coolest looking e-bikes that I've ever reviewed on this channel, but I guess we're gonna see when we get it out the box. And this bike is the, and I'm gonna try to say this name, Sasikeibike Y7. This bike weighs 140 pounds though, so but the maximum weight of the rider is 300 pounds. I don't know how fast this bike goes. I'm going to test that out. To purchase this e-bike, feel free to use my link and my code in the description below to get a discount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox this, put the bike together, go through all of the features, test out the range, test out the speed, all that cool stuff, and see is this the best, I guess, moped style dirt bike that I received as of 2026. Also, I am still doing the e-bike giveaway. You want to be included in the giveaway, you have to subscribe to the channel, comment below on what type of e-bike you want. You want like a moped style dirt bike like this one? You want more of a portable bike? You want a full size, full suspension bike? So yeah, comment below, and when I get to 40,000 subscribers, I'll be sending one of y'all an e-bike.
8 seasons of 50 episodes? What's it like? Is that like Power?
I don't know. So this is what the bike looks like fresh out the box. This is probably one of the most wrapped bikes that I've received. Look at all this foam that this bike came with. So we're going to go ahead and get this unwrapped. This bike did come with a box. Installing this bike is going to be Cameron.
Nice to meet you, too.
Alright, so turn that. Is that our... Okay, headlight. All right, so this is the dirt bike. I would think that's our headlight there. That's interesting because I don't think these are really dirt bike tires. So also look like it came with some turner signals. Look like we have a bag with some tools in it. Kind of a nice array of tools too. Got some Allen wrenches that I can actually use. That also had our manual in it. Manual looks pretty clear. I always like it when they include pictures. Got a few other letters that came with this bike here. Box came with our pedals, which are labeled. Our battery charger to charge our 52 volt battery. Came with another screwdriver and some clamps to put our headlight on, I would assume. And some grips to also put that headlight on. Is that just the front fender or front and rear fender? Okay, so I guess that's the front and rear fender. So we got this bike unwrapped. Definitely one of the coolest looking bikes that I've reviewed on this channel. I don't think I've ever had an e-bike where the seat is out like that and there's nothing under the seat, between the seat and the wheel like that. So it looks like we're gonna have to put our handlebar on, which is already connected via wires. Fender action on, we have one in the front and the rear. We're gonna have to put our 20x4 Innova wheel on. I've never had an e-bike with Innova tires on it before, but they seem kind of slick. I guess the middle seems slick, but the side is kind of grippy, so. Put that dirt bike style headlight on. Will say, although these instructions do include pictures, I'll give an example. Putting this headlight on, the instructions doesn't go into a whole bunch of details. You see that from here to here? we got the bike put together. It took us a little bit longer than normal because the instructions were kind of scarce. I'll say it took us about an hour. So this bike is just a little bit longer than standard for a moped style e-bike. It's about 5 feet 8 inches from wheel to wheel. The handlebar, which is kind of adjustable, you can adjust the angle. Where we have it at now is like 3 feet 10 inches from the floor. The seat is like 2 feet 10 inches from the floor. Now I will say regarding moped style e-bike, this is probably the best looking moped style e-bike that I reviewed on this channel, or at least top 2. But that's what I think. Let me know what y'all think. Look at that suspension. And I've never had a coil suspension under a seat quite like this, a seat without the body up under the seat like that. So curious on how that's going to perform in our off-road test, but I love coil suspension over like air compression suspension. I just feel like it gives you more rebound. Give y'all a look at this rear suspension. The bike also has this motorcycle style front fork suspension where you can also adjust the compression, and I've learned to really appreciate this feature. It does give you a lot of control over how stiff this suspension is going to be. So right now we have it open, but if you want to lock out the suspension, then you turn this to the right like that. We're going to go ahead and open it up now. Give y'all a look at this front suspension. Get a look at our rear and front 203mm J. Fickle hydraulic brake. I've learned to really appreciate the more aluminum chain wheel covers. I think the plastic ones just get damaged a little too easily. Your 52 volt 30 amp hour battery is here, but it's not easily removable. Like you have to unscrew these and unplug some cords. So not really a removable battery. Not sure how I feel about that. This seat is about 6 inches wide and it's about 1 feet 7 inches long here. And it seems a little firm, so I guess we'll see. This handlebar is pretty wide for a moped style e-bike. It's about 2 feet 5 inches wide. You have your standard Shimano 7-gear shifter, and looks like we have these hard, rubbery, but kind of comfortable handlebar grips. So we're not going to go ahead and turn this display on. We're going to press and hold the power button. And this is a pretty standard display. I've had this on several other e-bikes. You want mainly standard parts for these e-bikes because a lot of times the customer service can be kind of iffy in case you need to order the part yourself and put things on yourself, which is pretty easy on these e-bikes. So quick look at the display. We have our battery life at the top. We did fully charge the bike. You have your trip mileage here. We haven't ridden the bike yet. So I'm going to click the I button here, see if we get more information on the display. Look like that's our odometer, our maximum miles per hour based on our last bike ride, our average miles per hour. Over here is our pedal assist mode, and I'm gonna click the plus button over here. Looks like we have 5 different pedal assist modes. Over here on our panel, if you click this button, that turns my, I guess, dirt bike style headlight on, and our rear light on, which we installed incorrectly. We had it upside down, but again, the instructions, right? And that rear light is also a brake light. So it looks like we have a few different light options. So if I click that, I already explained that turns my headlight and rear light on. But if I also do this, then that headlight goes from this to an even brighter light. So I guess that's like a high beam. If I click this button here on my panel, that makes my display brighter. So if you're riding at nighttime. Now if I click this button, that turns my turner signal on the back of my bike and on the front of my bike. We also have a horn, which is probably the loudest horn I've ever had on an e-bike. That sounds like a car. I love that the pedal is far from the ground, so that means you can probably do some leans on this bike if I feel comfortable. Also, the pedals are not that close to the seat like they are with a lot of moped style e-bikes, so I may actually be able to fit this bike at 5'11", 6 feet with shoes on. Not sure what this rear fender is for though. Comment below if y'all know what that rear fender is for. Why is it designed out that way? So we're not gonna go into the advanced settings, and this is a Yolin YL90T-H display. I haven't seen the manual for this display anywhere online, so if you want it, just comment below and I'll email it to you. To go into the advanced settings, we're going to press and hold the plus and the minus button. P01 is how bright we want our display. So I quickly click the I button to change that setting, and obviously we want it as bright as possible, so I'm going to keep that at a 3. Quickly click the I button to save my setting. Press plus to go to my next setting. This is how do I want to calculate my speed. Do I want to do miles per hour or kilometers? I'm going to keep it at miles per hour. P04 is how many minutes until this bike automatically shuts off. So I'm going to change that from 10 to maybe 15. P05 is how many pedal assist modes do I want. So by default it's 0 to 5. And we're going to keep it there. P08 is our limit speed. And so let's see how fast this bike can go. And I don't know if that's in miles per hour or kilometers. I think miles per hour, but look like we have 62. P11 is our pedal assist sensitivity. And I think this is a must-have for most e-bikes because you could be using this bike for different things. You might want to ghost pedal and not get a workout in. Let's say you're taking the bike to work, or you might want to get a workout in, which means you want less sensitivity. And because you have different people of different athletic levels, so usually the lower you go, the more sensitive it is. So we're going to keep it like it is out the box. And P12 is our takeoff speed, which is does it send you flying like a rocket when the electricity starts, or is it gradual? So you can change that too. And usually I think the higher you go on this, then the more aggressive it's going to be when it takes off. P17 is if you want to engage cruise control. So look like we have a cruise control option. All right, so what you think of the suspension?
I thought it was great. I mean, it was a little bumpy, but other than that, the bike is slow.
Okay, comfortable? Okay. So how much you weigh?
230.
230. How tall are you with shoes on?
6'2" with shoes
6'2".
on.
What you think of the suspension?
Pretty good, I ain't gonna lie.
So I know these Innova tires are not really all-terrain tires, but I figured we test them out anyway. Go through some gravel here. Test the grip out on them, you know what I mean? And just a little slipping. I thought it'd be a little bit more slipping, honestly, but there's not that much slipping going on here. And it rained last night, so let's break here. Just a little slipping, all right, better than I thought. So I feel like the tires are grippy enough to lean into your turns. I guess we're gonna see here. Yeah, I feel like there's a decent enough amount of grip on the tires for you to lean into your turns. Now I like leaning because I think it gives you more control of your turn, but especially with a moped style e-bike that's lower to the floor, that has nice wide handlebar. Definitely feel comfortable leaning on this bike. Also, because the tires are not that slippy, so I definitely feel comfortable leaning. So we're not gonna go off-road, go through some grass, test out the tires some more, but mainly test out the suspension. All right. A little faster. Hit it. All right. So far, so good. I don't feel nothing, especially in the back. I don't feel nothing, but let's keep going here. Let's go up here. Okay, and I guess the tires are grippy enough to handle grass with moisture because it rained yesterday, but man, I'm really impressed by the suspension, especially this suspension in the back. This is up there, and I don't know if that's because of the seat hovering over the suspension with no body up under it set up, but this is better than most. This is like top 3. Oh wow! All right, yeah, that's pretty good, man. I guess this seat setup improves the comfort of your off-road rides. This is pretty good. Let's go down here. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty elite. I say on a scale of 1 to 10, I get that like a 9.5. A 9. I give it a 9. I did not adjust the pedal assist sensitivity or the takeoff speed. But fresh out the box, I'll say mode 1 and 2 gives you pretty much perfect pedal assist sensitivity. And this is a speed cadence sensor. I like torque sensors better because I feel like they take into account how hard you pedal. Speed sensor just trying to get you to the max speed regardless of how hard you're pedaling. But mode 1 and 2, I think gives you perfect amount of pedal assist sensitivity. But it looked like mode 1 takes me up to This says 6, this says 10 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and brake here. I'm gonna show y'all mode 3 here. Make sure I'm in the highest gear. Take off here. So it takes off right away. And I feel like I could ghost pedal just a little bit, but yeah, I guess you can ghost pedal if you want to, but if you want to get a workout in, you can do that too, and you're still catching up with the motor. So to me, this is pretty comfortable in mode 3 regarding the pedal assist sensitivity, just a little too much. But again, you can adjust it. Look like mode 3 takes me up to, this says 28, this says 17. Go ahead and brake here. Oh, great brakes. Brakes a little bit better than average. So now I'm 5'11", 6 feet with shoes on. My knees are coming up a little higher than I would like for a moped style e-bike, and I'm all the way at the back of the seat. But it's not as bad as some other moped style e-bikes, you know what I mean? So I can do this, but I would want to get like a seat booster if I was to keep this bike, just to bring me up some. But the handlebar and everything else is pretty much perfect. My knees are not coming up too high. So if I add a seat booster with some cushion, I'll be straight. But yeah, very comfortable, very stable, but I don't think it's so stable where I can ride without my hands on the handlebar. I'm gonna try here. Oh, well, I guess, I have to balance it a bit, but that's pretty good considering the dimensions of this bike. So yeah, pretty comfortable for a moped style e-bike. We're now gonna go max speed, pedal assist, and again, this is a speed system, so I'm gonna try not to ghost pedal. I may have to ghost pedal a little bit, but I got up to the speed pretty quickly though, 45, 27, and again, I have to ghost pedal, so 50, 30, 31, 51. And yeah, I have to ghost pedal out the box, but 32, 33. Alright, looks like we ran out of road there, but this said 33, this said 50 something. I'm pretty sure this is probably not accurate. I don't think I'm going, it does feel like I'm going more than 33 miles per hour though, but so I think I would need to adjust the wheel diameter of this. We're not gonna do max speed, throttle only. All right, this says 32, this says 20. This says 41, this says 26. I don't know. This says 450, this says 32. It feels like 50 though, so. All right, this says 35, this says 52. Wow. It felt like over 40, so. But I do think this is a great bike for the streets if that's what you want to do. Not encouraging you to take your e-bike in the streets, but I think this is a great bike for the street because it is heavy, so the wind won't sway you easily. It has everything you would need in the streets: headlight, rear light, turn signals, horn. It's very comfortable and stable, so I don't think you'll have any problems with it shaking, especially because it has full suspension. So yeah, I think this is a great bike for the streets, but I also think this is a, I would say, decent e-bike for more urban areas, because although it's kind of long for a moped style e-bike, it's still compact enough, I think, to hit some pretty sharp turns and to go through some narrow walkways and to avoid people and things pretty easily. So even though it's heavy, it's very easy to maneuver, very easy to make really sharp turns, avoid people and things pretty easily. So we're now gonna go max speed, throttle only, up a hill. And this is a pretty steep hill. I'll say it's like a 35-degree hill, and the hill also has a turn on it. So we're gonna see how much speed we lose going into the hill. We're going into the hill now at 45, 46 miles an hour, at least that's what the display says. We're going into the turn now, the steepest part of the hill now. 44, 43, 40, 39, 36, 36. We lost about 10 miles per hour, which is around the standard. So Sasikeibike, moped style e-bike. What I like the most about this bike is the speed, the comfort, and the suspension. Top 3 suspension for sure. I guess this seat to suspension setup really does deliver. Battery life was also decent. I'm on a 14-mile bike ride. I spent 4 of those miles in max speed pedal assist. I spent 1 mile going max speed throttle only. I spent the rest of the time going mode 2 or 3 pedal assist. In that 14 miles, I lost 1 out of 5 battery bars. So that's definitely over, I would say, 65 miles of charge based on my bike ride. The dimensions of the bike was not that bad for a guy my height. I love all the bells and whistles, headlight, rear light, turning signals, the horn, over 10 advanced settings, including the ability to change your pedal assist sensitivity. The one thing I did not like about this bike is that the battery is not easily removable. For an e-bike, I usually like my battery standard, and I like it easily removable in case I need to replace it. But outside of that, this is one of my favorite moped style e-bike that I've reviewed on this channel. So on a scale from 1 to 10, I get this bike a 9. Comment below what you'll get this bike on a scale from 1 to 10. Any other e-bike you want me to review, also comment below. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.